All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got our Jesters getting ready to lag. We got Jeremy Johnson right there on the right, Josh Jolitz on the left, and we are playing 10-ball race to 9. We're at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company located on West College Avenue, Appleton, Wisconsin. Looks like Josh Jolitz won the lag. He is actually our returning champion. He had to take a bit of an off week. Um, I think he was won 5 straight, had to take a bit of a break, but now he's coming back into the mix. And he'll be taking on Jeremy. And I got Mr. Fred Dodge here in the booth with me. Welcome, Fred.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited about this match. I know both of them. I know Jeremy Johnson, a fellow Marine like you and I, and Josh, who plays in the varsity league too. Both strong players.
And we will do our best not to be biased.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, if anything,
no promises.
We'll be more critical on Jeremy because he was a Marine.
Right. That's par for the course. Both of them rated under 500. I'm actually surprised because my impression is both of them play well over a good mid 500 level.
Especially Josh. I've played with Josh quite a bit, seen him play, and he's got a really strong game. Jeremy shoots well. Both these players could easily be over 500, so
right.
It should be a good close match.
I did get the opportunity to talk to Jeremy while we were waiting for the match, and he's feeling pretty good about today, and that's the right attitude to have. And so we'll see how things pan out here.
Yeah, and there's a little confusion on the flyer. If folks, I don't know which flyer you saw, but our champion from like 2 weeks ago, his name was on there, but he's actually on a break, and so Jeremy's name was left off the flyer, and he's a little disappointed and contacted me. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on, and then I'm like, oh wait, hold on, no, Jeremy, you are playing tomorrow. Like you're scheduled to play. So I'm glad that he had to wait a long time. I mean, it's about a two-year wait for a lot of these players that sign up.
That's incredible. Yeah. There's a lot of demand to play in this. What would you?
We call it the King's Court matches is what we call it.
The King's Court matches.
Yeah. So we got queens, queen bees, jesters, and knights.
And the kings.
We haven't had a kings match in a long time. So we had the king of the hill. And then this is separate from that, which is King's Court matches. Gotcha. But yeah, the Kings haven't played, in a long time just because of the scarcity of the players. Everyone is already there's only
all the top players have already
played
gone through the system, right?
Yeah. So it's like once you've done something a few times, it's
well, maybe something innovative can be done to play off of that same theme with the same strong players to attract new attention.
Yeah, we're looking at doing something. Kendall's got some things in the works that we're talking about, and we'll see if it gains any traction or whatnot.
Maybe like one player has to be over 600, one player has to be under 500, and you play Scotch.
Oh, like doubles? Yeah, that could be something.
Yeah. Can you imagine? That would probably get some interest of top players.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
I could play with John Fields.
I think he was just looking to play.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of the top players would be interested and say, try to pick up a partner under 500, create a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Now, if that comes to fruition, you know who to give credit to, right?
Well, we'll have you to come in the booth and commentate.
I would. I like the idea. It's a little bit of fresh ideas, so to speak. So how's this game coming along? I've been talking and not watching.
Well, we got Josh back at the table. It's not a well laid out table right now. There's some work to be done. The 5 is kind of hidden a little bit. It's really just work on the 5 ball. He's probably going to end up playing a safe on the 5. And there's a good safe available after this 4 ball where if he can just get nice and straight on the 5, he could just play a stop shot on the 5, banking the 5 on the other side.
Right. Create separation. Send the 5 ball all the way up here. Well, let's see. Let's see what he can get for shape on that 5 ball. The 10 ball might possibly come into play.
I mean, if he really wants to get aggressive, he could draw off the rail into it. A lot of bottom right. I mean, it would kind of go in that direction.
And that's exactly what he tried to do.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot, aggressive shot. See, now the safe is a lot.
The
tougher.
safe is on. No, just hide it the cue ball right behind that 8-10 ball and send the 5 down there and get a lock-up safety on it.
Yeah, but
Little baby stun shot.
the thing is to get the 5 to the rail or anything. I mean,
That's
he's gonna
the tricky part. Yeah,
he's gonna be moving the 8. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts here, so there's no easy safe. I mean,
let's see what he does here.
Yeah. Looks like he's trying to bank the 5 off the 10.
Oh my goodness!
Did he call it?
Did he call that?
I don't know if he called it. I'm assuming.
We were so focused on something completely different.
I mean,
Oh, that was a smart play. He did call it.
yeah, that would have been a great shot.
And then Jeremy just dropped that 10 ball right in there, get it out of the pocket, respot it.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that aspect of the game.
I don't
that you
know, but
can
he
do
gets a
that.
ball in hand. Oh, they're asking for a rule. So basically, what's going to happen is this 10 is going to go on the spot. Okay.
I can spot it.
So when you spot it, it's go as close to the spot as you can get behind the 5. So the 5 is in the way of the spot. So basically, the rule is you get it as close to the spot as you can, directly behind the 5. Try not to move the 5. Essentially, it should be locked up on it. That looks pretty good. I think that's going to be as good as you can get. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like the play of shooting it. You know, it was a risky shot. I think the run out was there. What's going to pay off for Jeremy? He's back at the table. He's got the 5 on the side here.
He sees it, you bet. Oh.
We tried to play it off to 7. Yeah.
And I believe it paid off. I think he got now. Let's see if Josh has can put some spin on that cue ball. Get around that 9 a little bit.
Pete Bestus saying hi. What's up, Pete? Liking and sharing. We appreciate that. And anybody else out there that can help like and share, greatly appreciated. So here's the chat right here.
Okay,
so
I was just looking for that.
So
yeah, any Marines out there, give a shout out to watch this match and support the commentators and Jeremy. We're all Marines.
Yeah, I didn't even think about wearing my shirt. We all had the same shirt.
Yeah.
All been sporting.
I was serious about sending you home and getting another shirt, but
I didn't have time.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you don't live close by.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm about 25, 30 minutes. How far are you from here?
It's about 40 minutes. I live
40?
in Amro. It's just outside of Oshkosh.
Okay.
Oshkosh. Okay.
Yeah, not a full look at the 5. He's going to have to kick at this, I would think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He can certainly see the edge of the 5 and might not have to kick, but he's going to kick at it. Oh, is he? No, he's not.
Oh my God, look at that shot.
That almost went in.
That would have been great.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people would look at that attempt and say, was that a sellout on a low percentage shot? Was there something better? I'm not sure, Will. I didn't look at it that well. Not easy.
Yeah, he had to get. He was only play was to the short side of the six there, and I mean he did well, but he's left tough.
Well, this is in all likelihood the last tough shot to make this happen.
Mike
And that's-
Vlasic chiming in. Are you still St. Vincent, Mike? I thought when I went to visit you, you were only like 2 walks away from getting home. Did you make it home, or are you still there? Everybody, if you could send a prayer out for Mike, he's got some medical issues he's been dealing with and trying to get well. Wishing you the best, Mike. Hope you're enjoying the match at least.
You bet.
And when you do heal up, we will get you on the stream as soon as we can. I know he was on the wait list for, man, good well over a year.
Oh, wow.
And then yeah, he's just had some medical issues. So
Is he still on the wait list?
yeah, he's still on the wait list, but you know, until he gets better,
Yeah.
I'd like to get you back on, Mike.
Yeah, he'll get better, and we'll all look forward to seeing him get the opportunity to play.
So we are still
All
in this
right.
first rack. This one's gone quite a few innings.
Yeah,
here.
I think, opening jitters maybe.
Yeah. Well, not a great layout, but I think Josh is going to get the first rack here. I mean,
Yeah, it's a two-rail shape.
Mm.
Just get on the right side of the 9 ball. Yeah.
I think he's going to try to go 3 rails around.
1, 2, and there's the 3.
Yeah.
He might have to send that cue ball flying again. He didn't get on the right side of the 9 ball, so it looks like he's going to have to go 3, maybe 4 rails around to get to that 10.
Yeah, and going the 3 around. The tricky part is the 10 is right in the center of the table, and it's generally like you're going to get close to the 10. Like it's almost like you're going to go into it when you shoot it this
Yeah.
way. At least I find.
1, 2, 3.
See now it goes like right to it. He's going to be okay.
He'll be okay. Just a little bit more steam on that engine. That's what it needed. But yeah, we got shot makers here.
All right, Mike, you going home tomorrow? That's good news, my man. Hospitals are no fun. They're just no fun. Great shot.
Yep.
Where's the cue ball going? Where's that cue ball going?
We're safe.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, definitely a shot maker on that one. Doing it when it's a do or die situation.
So,
All right, we got somebody on the scoreboard.
1-0.
Josh.
Get a brake cam in effect.
How many cameras do you have here?
On the table, we got. Let's see.
Yeah, on the table, not that. 1, 2.
7 cameras, I believe.
7. That includes this one right here, right in front of us.
Yep, 7 cameras.
Is that a 360? Or
No,
it could go around and look at both tables if it wanted to.
no, we only have a few 360 cameras. We got 3 of them set up.
It's quite a setup here. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, maintain it, and Jeremy, 1 ball. He's got to focus on that one. Yeah, setting it up and taking it down. Like if we go to the state tournaments or go to other events, it's transporting and resetting it up because it's a lot of equipment and wires. I mean,
Right.
plugging stuff in ain't too bad. It's running the wires what I'm. Oh, it's a pain. but we always find new little tricks and stuff, so it gets easier.
Yeah, I would imagine it's pretty well organized and probably have something written down on the order and how to do things. And
Yeah, we got actually suitcases now. We used to just pack stuff in boxes, and now we got like
wow.
luggage with styrofoam, and everything's got its little spots, so it
Both of
just
these,
makes it easier.
yeah. Both of these players look like they are struggling a little bit to find their stroke. I'm going to start taking a look at some of the fundamentals. That was a nice stroke. See whether they're poking at it or hesitancy. Whatever it is, I'm sure they're working to fix it.
Yeah. Josh has usually got a nice, really clean stroke, so I haven't been paying attention, but he's usually pretty solid. Looks like he's going for something. I think he's getting his jump cue out here. He is hooked behind the 4.
What do you think of jump cues?
Well, as far as using them, I don't know. I jump. I'm not a fan of it. But my opinion is I think a lot of people are adopting it. If you hook yourself, you should not be able to use your jump cue. Some people will argue, yeah, if your opponent hooks you, you should be
Sure.
able to use it. But really, if the real art of the game is like, yeah, there should be no jump cues. If you can jump with your break cue, good on you.
Yeah.
But the technology in the jump cues today, they're just with the phenolic tips and everything. It's just too easy to jump a ball.
I think
Easy to make it,
yeah.
but I mean easy to get over the ball.
I think some of the things that you recommended by not being allowed to jump if you hook yourself, for example, and other ideas regarding that and the game of pool were actually developed by Earl Strickland.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned, it seems to me that's where it came from
Well,
with
they've
jump
also
cues.
used it like timeouts or something. Like you get one jump for every 3 racks, or you
Hmm.
limit the amount. Like you look at someone like Federer Gorst, where they could probably play a whole rack and run, jumping every ball almost. They're so accurate with the jump
Yeah,
cue
they
nowadays.
probably, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's probably worked into some kind of a drill. You can only use your jump cue, right? I um I wholeheartedly believe they're here to stay. Rules may change,
Well, let's look at this
but
shot here by
yeah,
Jeremy. I mean, this is kind of a routine one ball. Oh, he's shooting over the 4, so he's got some awkward cueing
yes,
there.
he does.
Yeah, so he was using an awkward bridge there. That made that shot a little tougher than I made it out to be. So, all right, just
That was a nice shot too.
yeah. So problem in the rack, the 7 ball, and
Well, a 7 looks like it's wired on the 9, so that's not necessarily bad.
yeah, I think he will probably use that 5. I think to clean up that 7. I mean, if he can avoid the combination, let's see, 7 to the 8. Yeah, maybe. He,
Let's see where he gets that cue ball. There's a couple of options here, but I like your idea of getting the shape for the breakout, which it looks like he
oh,
got.
watch out, cue ball. There,
I
it's
think
slowed
he's
up.
in. I think he's in perfect shape. He should come right into that 7-9, break that up, and that should help hold the cue ball for a 6-ball shot.
Yeah, well, it's just a decision. I mean, it's either that or he does. He plays his 7-9 and leaves it on. There is the train of thought sometimes where moving the furniture less is always beneficial. Like, I think
That was another nice shot.
he's gonna have to play the 7-9 now.
Yeah. Well, if he opts to shoot the 5 ball up in the corner, he can break that 7-9. Otherwise, if he's cutting it in the side ball, it's coming up and back for the 6 ball.
Yeah, risky shot. I think he just plays it in the side, comes 2 rails around to the 6, possibly to the
That's what
third
he's doing.
rail.
That's the
Yeah.
that's the higher percentage shot, that's for sure.
Yeah, can hit that third rail. It's got to slow up though.
Yeah, this should put him in position for that 7-9 combo. It's a thin cut.
Yeah, he's gonna lose the cue ball here. It's gonna be rolling faster than he wants it.
Right. Watch out for the scratch up in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking if he can cut this, he's got to really let it go because he doesn't want to be underneath this 7-9 combo.
Is he banking it? No, he is cutting it.
Oh.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from the camera view.
Yeah, our monitors are deceiving sometimes for sure. All right. When in doubt, draw it out, I always say. He is deep in the shelf.
He needs to come back where he's at.
Mm-hmm. See, I like using that left rail, bottom right here. It's kind of almost natural to. See, he went the other way with it. He's got the shot though. It's not easy.
Coming off that rail to get a ball deep in the pocket is sometimes the safest way to do it. Oh.
Oh yeah, we're doing shirt guesses. I forgot. Kendall wanted to do a whoever guesses the right score for a t-shirt. So we'll say by the third rack. So we got this rack and one more. Get your guesses in, and whoever guesses the right score will get a shirt. But you got to put it in the chat, otherwise it won't be recorded. So
right.
Put your guesses in the chat. Let us know what you think the score will be, and whoever gets it right, first one to guess it right anyway. If everybody guesses the same score, we can't give away 30 t-shirts. So quicker you get your predictions in, better chance you got. Oh, he's trying to play safe.
He was. He was. And, you know, he didn't leave anything easy. It's, this can be difficult to get shape on. Do you do a force follow? Is that what you'd be looking at? Or do you try to draw it back down?
Yeah, it's tough either way. He played it right. I liked it sliding over, stunning over.
Yes.
Guarantee yourself a shot. The problem with the shot is any way you do it, it's going to be tough to make that ball to get on the 10.
Right.
Because you got it's a pretty big stroke test. That's good shape there by Josh.
Right.
All right. We got 9-6 Josh. 9-5 Mark Bell, Mr. Ding. Darren Penn saying Jeremy 9-7, so we got one for Jeremy. Got Scott 9-4. I'm going to have to take a picture of all these and write them down.
You don't lose your chat at the end, do you?
No, I'm sure it's recorded somehow, but for some reason you got to be like on a computer. Like when I go to watch, if I rewatch something on my phone, the chat don't show up. But if you go and watch a computer, the chat will show up. It's
gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know the technical behind it, but one ball drops, two balls are hiding. Yeah, 10 ball is the hardest game to break and control. It's almost like you never, if you make a ball, you don't have anything to shoot at, or you break dry. It's like 90% that way. It's very rare to, when I watch people play 10 ball, that they're breaking and running. The break is just, it's a hard game to break.
Yeah, that's definitely true for us amateurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen, you get to the upper levels of play, and some of them are pretty, they've figured out for the most part.
Yeah, if you see people like Shane breaking or,
A 10 ball, right? Yeah.
Breaking and running 9 out of 10 racks.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, huh?
All right, Josh goes with the push, so A push shot is basically the first shot after the break where the opponent can accept the shot or give it back. It looks
I'm
like,
liking the 9 ball, kicking it all the way up.
and Josh, I think, agrees with you and drills it.
It looked like it was wired to me.
Yeah, so Josh basically, that was his plan. He saw the shot. Jeremy did not. That's why he gave it back. So now the table looks pretty good. I mean, 2 to the 3
Right.
is not that bad. 3 to the 4, 4 to the I mean, everything is nice and available here.
Did he hook himself? No,
Nope.
I don't think so. He's
Nope.
okay. He's okay.
He is kind of on the wrong side. He's gonna have to really baby this one.
He's not.
Yeah, I'd see, and he lose the cue ball if he just rolled that in.
He's got confidence in his stroke right now. That's a big factor.
Yeah, but if he just hit that pocket speed, that cue ball would be far over to the right side of the table. He'd be dead on the floor. Now he's got
That's
a
true.
tough,
Now he does have a tough shot.
tough shot on the floor. He's trying to stop that ball. Look at
Yeah,
that shot. That's
yeah.
a great shot.
He's stroking well, feeling confident right now, and we always want to be able to hold that for the duration of a match. And let's see if he can. That might be his challenge.
I'd like to see him draw this back just a touch, just like that. 'Cause
Right.
now he's
Stay on the right side of the 6.
Yeah, so he can come down. He can really work this ball however he wants.
That's a concept that we sometimes, or maybe sometimes I forget, what side of my object ball do I need to leave the cue ball?
They call that 3 shots deep. You always want to be 3 shots
Right.
deep. Chess, you're obviously thinking like 20 moves, 15 moves. In pool, you just got to be focusing on 3 shots. The one you're shooting and the one after that, and that's about it.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
order to do that, you got to be like, what side of the ball am I going to be on? That's all you need to know.
right.
You could play to your next ball, but what side of that ball?
That's critical to getting to that third shot that you're looking at.
Exactly. So I guess you'd chalk this up as a break and run, really, because, or do you? I mean, I don't know the rule on it, but Josh broke and Jeremy never got back to the table. So I wonder if they
That
call it
would
break,
be,
break and run with a push involved.
yeah, or just call it a run out.
Yeah. I'm going to see what the folks think in the chat. I'm going to say it's a break and run. I mean, if you break and your opponent never gets to the table, period, I think that's chalked up as a break and run. And that's very rare when you play a push shot and
Does
then run after.
Does that push count as a shot?
It does, but
So it's a shot that you didn't pocket them all. It would be like missing your first shot, and you can't call it a run out, a break and run. You could call it a run out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
let's
good
find out.
question.
Let's find out what our listeners and watchers think.
Yeah, is that a break and run? If you play a push and you get the shot back and you run out, is it break and run or no break and run? I'm gonna go ahead and call it a break and run. I think you just deserve to get the run. But either way, it was nice pattern played there by Josh.
It was.
All right, we got a safety by Jeremy there. Does leave a shot on the 1. It slides by the 9. And 2 ball is in a tricky spot.
Jeremy's going to need a way to establish himself in this game, get back into it,
Scott
send
says
a message.
Scott says table run. Now, Scott, I heard him talking about your last name on the last stream, but I don't know what they decided on. Are we going with Krieger or Kruger, like as in Freddy Krueger? If it's a Kruger, just put Freddy. If the other way, just put Scott. Because I don't know what you guys. I would say it's Krieger.
I think we call him Kruger,
Kruger?
regardless.
Kruger?
Just
Yeah.
regardless. It
It is.
doesn't matter what he
It
says.
is. It's October,
Yeah, exactly.
but
I wonder if he. I wonder if he's ever dressed up as Freddy Krueger on Halloween.
hmm.
Let us know.
And Pete says table run, so Scott and Pete both say table run.
Table run.
I'm agreeing with them.
So in essence, is a push out is just a continuation of the same.
Well, yeah,
It's the
because
same. It's your first shot technically.
your second shot, it's a sequence in your shooting. So,
Right.
if your opponent doesn't get back to the table, I mean,
Right.
I think that's kind of the defining characteristic of the
Right.
table.
Right. Look at it that way. Right. It's still your first inning.
Yeah, one inning game. So, all right, little three balls looking a little tricky here. All right, so Jeremy's finally
He
got a
should come
good
back out.
stroke.
Yes.
Great shot.
He's got a nice table to work with here.
Yeah, he needs to use this 8 as a little bit of a break ball for him. I mean,
Right.
just a little bit of draw, and he should be fine. He did use the 8.
Oh, that worked out. It looked like it was going to hurt him for a second, for a millisecond.
All right.
Get down there for the 6. I mean the 5 ball. Well, here, you just scare him into the 6, and you play it right. You should have a 5 ball shot.
Yeah, he needed to control the 5 a little bit better, but this is makeable. But he's going to lose the cue ball here. Cue ball is going to be running.
Yeah, let's see here.
I like the bank. It's aggressive.
It was
So I like
definitely.
it. Definitely developed shape for the 7. I mean, that was the right play.
Just draw into this. There we go. Oh,
Yeah, still,
he's on the wrong side. Wrong side of the 7.
yeah, a lot of top right here is what you're going to see him probably do if I know Josh. Unless he comes around the other way, which is tough, but top right, yep.
Yep.
A lot of top
That
right.
was. Oh, he scratched.
Little too much top right. But you see how he
I did. Those are tough shots. I had a hard time learning to get it to slide over that far.
Yeah.
So once you get it figured out, it kind of sticks with you. But I'm always impressed with how far people can slide those out when it's the opposite direction.
All right, well, good chance for Jeremy to get on the board here.
He needs to.
Is he going top here? I'd be drawn. Oh, he used the
Oh,
rail.
that's nice. He likes that.
Yeah,
Let's see if he's a little closer to it this time.
And he went rail first there, which makes that shot pretty tough. So
That's about as far short he came up the last time he did that. He had done it before.
Time to get the replay in there. All right.
Here we go. Make it happen.
There it is.
Good. I'm glad to see him. That's going to be a confidence builder, and we should see him come back with a game that he's a little bit happier about.
Jeremy is sporting his Marines shirt that we wore for the Veterans Tournament about 2 years ago, I think that one was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
We've had him every year for what, 3 years? This is the 4th year?
Yeah, 4th year, and it's going in, I always forget the name of the town. It's by Wausau. What is it in Wausau?
Oh, boy. I'm caught in the same brain fart that you are right now.
Not Rothschild. Rothschild is kind of right in that area. Is it? Oh,
Moiseny?
Yeah, Moiseny.
Moiseny.
Moiseny. I believe that's where it's going this year. Uh-oh. Rat cam. Let's get on it.
Okay, good break. 3 ball down. It looks like he's got a shot on the 1.
So
Not an easy shot, but it looks like he's got a shot. Up in the corner, or certainly the side if the corner's not available.
Mark's saying Rothschild. I thought it was in Mosinee. I'm gonna see if I can find the flyer for it real quick, actually, because that's coming up pretty quick. And we got our Toys for Tot tournament
That's next week.
next week. So if you're out there listening, send a message. You guys know any Marines out there? Well, I think we already got enough Marines, maybe, but we're looking for teams. Teams of 3. Contacted Daryl Zimmerman or myself even, and we'll get in contact, set you up with your 3-man team. It's basically just bring a toy. We're trying to get some toys for the kids for Christmas. Children in need, things like that. But should be a fun tournament, some money to win, and yeah.
And every he mentioned the 3-man teams. Every 3-man teams, a Marine by random draw will be playing on your 3-man team. Make it a 4-man team.
4-man team, yeah.
Yeah,
Every
you
team,
betcha. You
every
betcha.
team gets a jar head.
Um,
I was right. On the hill in Mosinee, that's what I was. Yeah.
You were right on
Thank
the
you,
hill.
Scott.
You bet. You bet. Yeah, my understanding is that Patrick's team, he kind of treats them like they're in boot camp. So
Never. I would never do such a thing.
oh, never.
The only humans that deserve to be treated like that are the scum that are in recruit training.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you are less than human if you're in recruit training, basically. I didn't know that when I went, but I found out.
Yeah. Were you ever a DI?
No, I was an infantry instructor, and I did recruiting duty too. Oh, look at this! Josh got another good looking table
Yeah.
here.
He after he, from the 2 to the 3 was a nice little setup, and it looks like he's certainly has a path to find the end. Oh no. Oh, that was close. That was real close. He wasn't happy about that leave.
Yeah.
All right, and the action is building as usual.
Banking on the side here.
I think so.
Yeah, aggressive. So here's a 10-ball rule. I explained it to the gentleman before the game, and they're well aware of it. If you slop a ball in while playing 10-ball, Jeremy can take this shot, or he can actually give it back to Josh. It's almost like a push shot in a sense.
I think you have to take it.
Yeah. I mean, against.
Do you risk your opponent making that shot? These are the kind of shots that you practice and you see all the time when you're playing.
Yeah, I'm not giving the shot back to Josh. There's no way. Oh,
and
hit it good.
And he did. He did. Unlike 8-ball, you don't want to leave in rotation. You don't want to leave a ball in front of the pocket.
So Scott, you're playing in the Toys for Tot or the Veterans Tournament? Which one? He says he's got Paulie L. Are you familiar with Paul? Oh,
Paulie. Yeah, he's a Marine. He's a Marine.
Yeah. Uncle Paulie. Yeah.
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 I never asked him what he did in the Marine Corps. You know, knowing his reputation, and
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
I always try to pronounce his name Likowski or.
Yeah.
Laskawa, I think is what it is. It's like 2 last names.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is good people, good fun to be around.
Jokester.
But you don't get to pick the Marine though. That's the thing.
That's right.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blind draw. All right, Jeremy, looking to get back another game. This is pretty simple shape to the 10 here.
Yeah, natural shape. Just make the shot.
Yeah, the shot's actually tougher than the shape here. Oh no, that's gonna sting.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Yeah, Scott, if you want to get a team together, 3 guys or whatever, get in contact with myself or Daryl Zimmerman. Bring some toys for the kiddos, and we're gonna have a good time next week, Saturday and Sunday, at the Apple here.
Now, do we expect it to run into Sunday?
With if we get a full 16 teams, I believe it would, just because they're doing it's a race.
Mm-hmm.
Team like I don't know the full format, so I'm not going to speculate, but you know, there's going to be a few matches per team versus team, which can take a little bit of time. So,
Right, right.
so I don't. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what Daryl has planned for the format, but
Yeah, I'm gonna check with him. As far as running into Sunday, because I think a lot of players would be interested. Do they want to make accommodations at the hotel right here? And maybe a little bit later you can talk a little bit about that. Um, or not.
yeah, I mean, I know that the hotel will probably be available. I don't know if they're doing any discounts or anything like that, but that would have been
I think it's nice accommodations. I've stayed in it before. It's great accommodations right next to
yeah, the Clarion. It's attached to the Mad Apple. It's
right,
got an awesome dome facility with a pool in it,
right,
and
and a great restaurant here.
and a pool table right
Yeah,
next to the
I
pool.
mean,
It's great.
that's heaven, huh?
Yeah,
That's heaven.
you're playing pool while at the pool.
Yeah, bring the wife and kids.
Yeah.
You could. They would have fun by the pool. That's for sure. All
Yeah,
right.
so we could be looking at a totally different game here. Instead
I
of 3-2, it's 4-1. Jeremy needed to close that last one out.
yeah, and this one's looking promising too.
Oh, he
Oh,
yeah, he did not control the 4 ball there.
it looks like he's just getting down on the ball and shooting pretty fast. At least he did on that previous shot.
And this 7, or I'm sorry, the 4, you can roll this in the side.
Absolutely.
That lip does not exist anymore. These tables are all just been clothed about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So hit pretty good speed there.
How does that affect play? It's still a new cloth, so to speak. Has it been broke? Is it considered broken in enough?
Probably by now, since these tables get a lot of use. But if it's your own personal table, it might take a little longer to break it in than it would here.
And what's the big difference between?
So on new cloth, it's going to be a lot slicker for sure. And on slicker cloth, you're going to see balls skid more, which if a ball skids on you, that's really frustrating. Also, banks, I tell you, a lot of people will say on new cloth, banking will shorten it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm good enough to where I notice that. You know what I mean? But like if you're really dialed in pro, they'll notice a big difference in banking on new cloth.
And obviously faster too.
Yeah, the balls are going to roll faster, obviously.
Right.
Because again, the cloth is slick, it's moving, not as much friction, not as much dirt accumulation. When you start using these tables a lot, you're brushing the chalk off of them, and all that's part of the cloth. So, but I'll tell you, I mean, a lot of people don't even understand. Like, people talk about like the atmospherics in a pool hall, like the climate,
humidity,
how much that it can actually
temperature,
affect. And the biggest, if you really want to see a difference, go play on a 3-cushion table. Like they got one in the back here at the Apple.
Right.
And when you hit a cue ball or a ball on that 3-cushion table, that thing will roll for days and days.
That's it. Now it's a heated slate, correct?
Because it's heated. Yeah,
Right.
and it just keeps the ball rolling and it just never stops.
Yeah, I haven't played on it. I know uh,
It's a fun.
Varsity Club had one at one time.
It is such a fun game to play. I played in it 2 leagues here now, the 3 cushion table. And there's some great players here, and you learn a lot of
Caroms.
not just caroms, but how to get the ball to react off. Like for instance, he's shooting at this one ball here right now.
Hmm.
Now, how to spin the one ball off of the rail afterwards.
Right.
It's all about that in 3 cushion, like knowing how to spin the ball off the rail and where it's going. And once you start learning and figuring, it just opens up a whole new arsenal for you
Right.
in the game
Your
of pool.
cue ball control just
Yeah.
jumps.
Oh yeah. Your positioning play, you'll learn it better. That's why I think Efron was such, a lot of people attribute to Efron Reyes being such a good 9-ball player because he really played 3 cushion growing up. That's what he played. And
Uh-huh.
he got to his point in career where nobody would play him 3 cushion, so he was forced to play
Right.
regular 9-ball and 8-ball, and he had to play other games because nobody would play him.
Yeah. And he was an accomplished snooker player too.
That
Oh,
I
that was
did not
close.
know he played snooker, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the
Yeah,
guy plays everything.
Yeah, he has. I believe he's the only pool player that has won a major title in every billiards discipline. That's snooker, 3 cushion, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball,
So
all
like
of them.
right there, Jeremy just rattled that one in, and it should not be rattling something like that.
Let's see how long he's taking. Once he gets down to committing to the shot.
Again, a awkward bridge there, but nails it.
That
That was
yeah,
a great shot.
that one he had a nice pause.
Nice.
He's obviously focused on fundamentals. You have to be when things aren't going right.
That was not an easy shot. I mean, he was
Right.
back cutting, had it, a little bit of an awkward bridge there. We came a little far with the cue ball here.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
So Scott, yeah, if he plays on your team, you'll have two. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to basically come to the tournament with 3 non-service members, so you and 2 other non-service members, and then a Marine will get put on your team. That's how that tournament. Toys for Tots will work next week. So we're looking for civilians and Marines to come out for that.
Right, and any Marines out there that are just finding out about this, again, give us a call. Let your friends know about it, and bring toys. Bring lots of toys.
Yeah, so that's what it is. The Toys for Tot program. It's a Marine Ran program. They do it every year. It's usually the reservist units here that run that drive. A lot of people think it's the recruiters, but it's not. And I know Jason Van's wife, who Jason is a Marine, retired. His wife, I think, does something with the Toys for Tots program. I'm not sure exactly how she's involved with it, but I think she's helping Daryl out with it, and that's how that whole thing is working.
That's good. That's good. And thank you, Daryl, for making it happen.
All right, tough shot here for Josh. See how he does here. Gotta avoid the scratch. And avoiding the scratch makes it hard to make the 10 ball.
Oh,
He did well with it.
yeah, right. He had that outside English on it to help it come back, stay on the right side of the table.
All right, pretty good speed there for Jeremy.
Good. He typically comes off the rail on shots like that, and I think that's the first time he hasn't. Nice, nice, nice. Good job, Jeremy. Let's get this match a little bit closer.
Yeah, race to 9, you generally don't want to get more than a few games down, especially when it gets later in the race. I mean, if Josh gets up to, 8 or 7, you got to be within a few games. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to come back in that race.
It can be tough, but you know what? It can be done. It can definitely be done. We watched a couple of the ladies in the Queen's Challenge.
Yep.
Just that scenario. Came back from 6 games down to win.
Yeah, she was down 6-1. Race to 7. So point was on the hill. That's not one you'll see people come back from 2 off. I mean, that's a rare thing to see. You know, and you'll see it every now and then. One of my favorite matches I was watching, it was a state invitational.
Uh-huh.
I believe it was Jeremy Fedkenhauer, and I want to say he was playing Sergio Rivas. I believe that was the match. I could be wrong. I know it was definitely Jeremy that was the one who came back. And he was down by quite a bit. And you know, a lot on the stake. And he came back and won that match, and it was incredible.
We're obviously on a break here at this point. Jeremy's taking a break. Josh is just hitting some balls around right now, waiting. And it looks like Jeremy just made it back.
Yeah, he's reattempting that ball down and holding for the 10, which, man, he held nicely for the 10. Oh, look at that up in the screen. We got the Bears playing the Panthers. Go Bears, 30-10. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. My boy's getting it done today.
You're a Bear fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't everybody in Wisconsin a Bears fan? You would think, but, you know, I guess.
Yeah, if you're from Chicago.
I guess there are Packer fans here. And,
yeah, just a little bit. We're probably about 30 minutes outside the stadium right now.
Yeah.
Lambeau Field. They're playing in Chicago?
They're playing the Panthers right now, the
Okay.
Bears. So I believe they're playing in Chicago, actually. Packers, I don't know where they're playing.
All right. Jeremy broke, dry. I will say Josh is shooting well today. He's definitely come with his A game. Wow. Did he get the breakout? Yes, he got enough of it.
I don't know.
You're right. You know what? Can he call that 10 ball? He's looking at it.
I don't think so. I think that 10 ball goes right into the diamonds, like right here, or probably with a
That's
piece
what I
of
was
chalk.
saying. You know, coming off the rail,
Yeah.
10 ball into the corner. No, he didn't do it that way. I thought he might give that a shot. I saw him line it up.
All right. Yeah, see, even 3 of the 4s, there's nothing great about. I'd be playing safe here, honestly. Oh, he's gonna have a harder time playing safe now. I mean, he could get aggressive and try the 4-8, but that's a tough shot.
Right. And where would you be calling it?
He's gonna bank the 8 or the 4, I mean, or kick.
And it didn't hurt him. Did not hurt him.
Well, Josh will be kicking back. It's actually a kind of a big pocket here because if he hits this 4 into the rail, it's probably going to bump off the 8 and go in.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, and it almost did, too.
I mean, it was a hair.
He wasn't off. He wasn't off enough.
Yeah, if he was off just a little bit more, it goes right off that 8.
Yeah. All right, Jeremy. Come on.
Oh, it's going to fall.
Oh!
Replay on that.
Let's count the seconds.
Yeah.
What's the rule? 10 seconds? 5 seconds?
Well, he's shooting quick here. Hold on.
Oh, boy. Did you see him stand up on that one?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's take a look at this 4 ball.
Okay.
100.
102 and 2 seconds.
It definitely snuck down in there. All right, he's got to play this nice and slow speed here. Just roll forward. There it is.
There we go.
Now it's natural with an 8 here.
big draw. Or
he's got to be careful with the draw because
that's
he
true.
could
You
go
don't
into
want
the side.
you don't want to rattle the
Into
pockets.
the side.
He's gonna miss. He's okay.
God, I was like,
Yeah, that could make your heart skip a beat.
I'd like to see him get above the 9 here. Perfect. That is perfect.
Good, and he's got just enough angle to help out.
Yep. And actually, he could just draw this back to the side pocket, just past it. He's fine. Oh, I see. You don't
He
have,
stood. Did you see him stand up and
yeah, you
on
don't,
that?
and
He just jumped up on it.
you don't need to do all that. That's more work, more shot. That makes
Yeah.
he could have hit this nice and easy here.
Yeah. The adrenaline's. Oh, yeah. We missed the whole thing. Anyway.
Oh, he got right on it. Yeah, we'll try and look back at the shot, see what he did. I think you're right. He probably did stand up.
Like a jack in the box.
You know about Jack in the Box, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Wind it up.
Isn't that a West Coast thing? Oh,
You're
I'm
talking
to the
about
restaurant.
burgers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You betcha.
I forgot about the Jack in the. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, here's his shot. Let's see. Oh yeah, he stood up right away. But either way, that shot is tougher because you're doing a lot more work with the cue ball. He could have just nice and easily pulled that back.
It's all about a smooth stroke,
Yep.
and he definitely forced his stroke on that one. And yeah, everyone I've talked to who have played in these streamed matches, they always go when the next day or that night when they get home, they're looking at it and analyzing it, finding out what they can do to fix their game, what they did wrong. Typically things you don't notice when you play by yourself or in league.
Yeah, if you ever play on a stream, you get to go back and
Yeah.
watch, and there's always something you can improve
Yeah.
on. And you'll see it.
The person who says I never stand up and then they watch a video of themselves standing up all the time. Those are, and that's maybe an exaggerated example, but it's always those little things you notice that you just never thought you were doing incorrectly.
2-5 combination here.
I like it.
And it should leave a shot as long as he controls it too. Don't let that 2 go too far. But the Q could get behind the
Is
6
he
or
banking
something.
it?
He's playing safe behind the 5.
Yeah. Clearly a safe shot.
And that's good because there's trouble on the table with the 8-9.
It's tough finding a kick shot to get to the 2 ball.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to have to reverse spin back 2 rails.
That's what he did. That was a nice shot. Find a rail. There we go. Just found a rail.
Yep. Another good safe here behind the 8 and the 9. Or you could slide it over to the 10. I think that's what he's going to do. Probably, I'd slide this over by that 10 ball.
And the 2 up by the 8.
Yeah. Well, he did not.
That was aggressive. That was probably more aggressive than he wanted to do it. It looked like he followed the line that he wanted for the most part, but just anyway.
Now, these are the mistakes that Jeremy's got to take advantage of here to get back in this match. I mean, he's got a nice open table here. Nothing too difficult, right? I mean, the 6 ball is going to be the toughest ball on the table for him.
Okay, like you said, get good shape on the 6, and things are going to be a lot easier.
Yeah,
Just a stop shot.
Unfortunately, he'd like to be playing the 6 in the same pocket as the 5, but there's just no way there.
Not on this one.
He's going to have to take the hard shot on the 6 here. And anytime you play past the pocket, you know the danger here. And the danger is that point will stick out on you.
You can't be timid about that shot. Oh, and it just slid off the rail just a hair.
I mean, I could look at that 5 balls deep and be like, yep, the 6 ball is going to be the tough ball if you're playing it all the way down. You got to, hey, where am I going to play that 5 ball so I can get around to play at 6 in the same pocket as the 5. That's
Yeah.
where he fell short in Iraq there.
Yeah, he was between a rock and a hard place with that shot he had on the 5. It was very, very difficult to
Yep.
get the ideal shape on that 6. And he's given Josh an opportunity here.
Oh wow, almost kind of on the 50 here to play. He's kind of got like not what you would call a small window to get to the 8 almost.
I don't know that he can. I guess he can see it clean enough,
Oh
and
yeah,
the top view looks like that 8 ball might have been in the way just a little bit.
yeah. What I was saying, yeah, it was a small window because you risk scratching, you risk getting behind the 9. He does have a shot here, but it is got to come back and forth,
Back and forth. Yep.
which is kind of natural at the speed he's going to play.
Right. You just want to make sure that again, going back and forth, you don't catch one of the side pockets.
Yeah, and that's why he'll put inside, but he might actually have to go back and forth twice here.
I think he will have to go back and forth 2 times.
Yeah, because he might
For
get
sure. For sure. To get on that 9 ball, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, he played
He
safe.
played safe.
Yeah, because he knew he's got to either come. He had 2 choices, going back and forth a bunch of times, twice, which means he's hitting the ball tough, makes the shot tough, or he could have tried to make it with a lot of outside on it
Uh-huh.
and get the ball to spin back. But again, that shot is very missable, and it could
Very
sell out.
missable,
Yeah.
and you know you're going to set your opponent up with your opponent's going to have a
Yeah.
nice shot if you miss.
So I think Josh, he made a smart play there.
He did.
Jeremy going aggressive. Is he going to get away with it? I don't know. He might carry him the 9
There's
then.
the carom, right? You bet.
However, that 8 ball, he's got to control the 8 ball. I think he's going to play safe again because
No,
he went for it.
he did. It's a
But even if he made it, like I said, controlling that 8 ball, that's why I like the safe there. Calling the 9 ball.
it's a big pocket. It's a big pocket. You almost have to be aggressive like that. Simply,
Oh,
wow,
that's great.
wow.
It actually worked out really well for him.
It was so fraught, full of danger, and so full of reward. Wow.
Left himself a little long, but makeable here.
Yeah, he caught more of that 10 ball than he intended, and but that's the shot it gave him, and that's the shot that he clearly intends on making.
He's got to calm down, make this one to cut the lead in half here.
Yeah, just nice smooth stroke. Good stroke. Get in the
Ooh.
pocket. There it goes.
I
All right.
was about to be like, oh no, 50 left, fire for effect. Like that's the second time he rattled the ball, and it's typically when you rattle a ball, they do not drop in these pockets.
No, that's for sure. If it has that, if you got a decent angle on it, hopefully that object ball maintains some of the spin, because that's what it takes to
Yeah.
drop on those things. It got to be spinning to the precipice, to the edge.
Well, Jeremy's got the rack he likes.
All right. I do want to see this match be a little bit closer than it is right now. It makes it more exciting.
Yeah, I didn't realize Josh is already at 6, so 6-9. Jeremy's, he could maybe let Josh get to 7, but that's about it. And then he's got to keep Josh below 7 until he gets within
Yeah.
1 or so. So Jeremy needs to do some work right now. Yeah, I would not want to see Josh get to 8 and Yeah, that could get dangerous.
That shot actually surprised me. It almost looked like he went up there and just, you know, just a willy-nilly shot. Just move something.
So what happened there? Oh, they're cleaning the ball or something on the
A
ball.
hair on it or something.
Gotcha.
Hey, housekeeping.
All
And people shed.
right, so go on the side.
It looked like a long blonde hair. And Jeremy told Josh, "Get your hair off that ball, would you?" Okay.
We could have gone so many different directions with that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We're.
oh,
Oh, did he call it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know,
He did not.
I saw it there before he shot. No, he did not call it.
Let's see. I was definitely not looking at it, but oh
See,
yeah, too.
you see, shooting the two down towards there, I said
Might
you
as
might as
well.
well call the 10 ball. You know, something just might happen. And I think it was a mistake not calling the 10 ball
Well,
when
yeah,
you're looking at that. You know,
yeah,
the odds of it going in might be against you, but if there's a 10% chance, you take that chance.
yeah. Definitely would not have hurt him to call it.
And it was a low percentage two ball shot, so you know why not?
No, I'm totally on the page with you there. You call it just in case you fluke it in.
Right, right.
Yeah, you always call the accidental fluke.
Yeah. Well, we've always been there. We've all been there where we said, "Damn it, I should have called that."
Well, he'll watch it back tonight and be like,
Oh
"Yep,
yeah, yep,
learned a
yep.
little something."
Always learn something.
And I tell you what, that puts him at 4-6, and that puts him back in the match for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets just this rack, I mean, he's got a shot here.
I
It's
think he
gonna
was trying to play
work,
it safe. I think he was trying to play it safe, just create some separation.
and he got it. He left Josh a little tough here. I mean, this is makeable, but getting onto the 3 from this position,
Right.
even tougher.
And again, you can certainly see the two ball right now, but what do you do with it?
He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to thin it too much.
I like the idea of creating separation on something on a shot like that. It didn't happen there simply just because he overshot it. But
Oh, that's a pretty
okay,
aggressive shot there. It does get in the right shape. Um, I'd like to see Jeremy go 2 rails here. Going to the right side of your screen, coming off the rail between the 4 and the 6, and back above the 3.
what about the 310 combo?
I don't like the 310.
He's
Yeah, see,
yeah. Something tells me he was trying to hold it for the 310, and I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
ooh,
Wow,
look
nice
at that!
shot.
Look at that shot.
Now
That's gonna make the highlight reel.
that's a clutch shot right there. What happened? He didn't call
Oh,
it?
he didn't call that. Well, what was he trying to do? I mean, this is a shot. Well, if he wasn't trying to bank that,
Was he calling the 6 ball?
yeah, he must have. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed a 4. That's gonna be ball in hand. Wow, he's going super thin on the 4 and missed it. All right, wide open table, ball in hand. You got to be able to run this rack. It's pretty natural here. Just make this ball. Look at where you want to get to play the 7. That's what you got to do. Perfect.
he should be able to get shape on every shot from here on out.
Yeah.
You know, stun shot on this, just a stun shot on that 6 ball. 7's lined up.
Well, the thing is, you want to play the 8 past the 9. You don't want to get in a position where you got to play the 8 all the way down, and he's almost done that.
Right.
And see, again, like, he's got to look at what side of the 7 do you get on. If he gets on the other side of the 7, he could come down and play his 8 up.
He's going to draw this out.
Yeah, but see.
Yeah, see, he's forcing those shots. He just forced that shot, and it just was not going to happen like that.
What I'm trying to get at, though, is like, if he's on the other side of the 7, he can just come below the 8, play the 8 up. He got in a position where he was trying to play above the 8 and shoot it down. And by shooting it down, you're putting the 8 past the side pocket. And that's just like a no-no rule number 1. Like, if you can avoid playing past the side pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I absolutely hear you. Well, they've both made similar mistakes, forcing shots, and this is where we're at. Jeremy has the opportunity again. It looks like he's going to either have to kick at it or masse at it or jump at it. You know, option A, B, or C.
Does Jeremy jump? Let's see if you scroll down on his questionnaire. You got to use the mouse over there.
Okay.
You just put the arrow and then scroll down. Oh, does he got it? Oh, he touched it. It did not go in. So scroll down. It'll say.
Where's this? Oh, okay, on the mouse. I'm sorry.
There's a little button that you scroll on the mouse.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at this. Oh, scratched. All right, Jeremy with a chance to take it here.
Okay.
So, again, like right here, I would not want to play this 10 past the side pocket.
All right. Yeah, I actually just found that jump cue question. Yes, he's comfortable playing with jump cues. I missed the shot? Did he jump and make it?
No, he kicked and he hit it, but it didn't rock in. So this will get him 6-4. Gets him within 2. Back in the match.
There we go. All right.
All right. So Jeremy does jump. He does got a jump cue. Looks like a Jacoby blackout. Is what he's got.
Yes.
If you scroll up, it'll say what type of cue does Jeremy play with. And it'll say the same for Josh.
Describe your jump cue. Stolen.
That's for Josh.
And he's not a fan of jump cues.
Yeah.
So I like that kind of
When he says stolen, it's probably because he literally got it in a match or something. Because so there's a name that Chris G has given Josh, and it's called being Jolitz. Do you know
the what?
So Josh Jolitz.
Jolitz, right? Okay.
Yeah, so it's called getting Jolitzed.
Oh, okay.
If you look up in the Urban Dictionary, what does Jolitzed mean?
Tell me, please.
So Chris G put this in the Urban Dictionary, whatever. And it's like basically when you play somebody in pool that has no skill level but still beats you every time or something. He called it.
I just got Jolitz.
Yeah, I just got it was from the first time they played, but I just thought it was funny. And they just left it in there as a running joke. Like,
yeah.
If I can find it and show it to you, I will. But it was really funny.
It's kind of like when a lesser player always has your number.
Yeah.
You know, you just
But only Chris G could get so angry. He's like, I'm going to the Urban Dictionary. And
I'm going to write my own definition and plug it in there. You bet. Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
Well, there's the jump. Goes off the table. So it'll be ball in hand for Josh.
And let's see, what does this table look like? 1, 2, getting 2 to the 3 is not a problem. To the 4. Actually, it looks pretty good. When I look at the first 4 or 5 balls, it doesn't look too shabby. But again, the way it looks in executing is two different things.
Yeah, if he can get shape to the 2,
And that should be, I don't think that's, come off the rail.
yeah, it's gonna be unless he's planning to play that 2 on the side, but the play of the 2 on the side doesn't
Oh,
lead well to the
he's gonna go
3.
the other way. He's
Yeah,
gonna go from the top down.
yeah, because he wants to follow
Right,
to the
right.
3.
Yeah, he doesn't like that cut into the side pocket.
Yeah, it doesn't lead well. So 2 to the
Did,
3. I mean,
did
that's,
he overhit it? Oh, he worked out perfect for him.
I think he wanted to be straighter, but yeah,
He can still use that rail, get down behind the 3 ball, put it in the same pocket as the 2. Bing,
yeah.
bada, and you're on the 4 ball.
Gotta watch it. He's okay. All
No,
right, so
he's okay.
those were the toughest shots I think in the rack for him. But he is a little weird on the 3. But after this, yeah, he's gonna be looking pretty good. He's a little straight on the 3.
Okay, now he needs to come up with a shot.
Yeah, and there's a good safe available if he bumps this off the 7. He's gonna go right into the 8.
He's going to make it. You
Oh,
bet.
but he went confidence. That was a
That
tough
was,
shot.
yeah. He did everything right except make it. That was so close. I thought good stroke. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, and the reason he was so long on the 4 is he got straight on the 3. But he played a lot of good shots to get there. And even that 4 ball shot, that was a tough shot to make. It was a full table shot on the rail.
Well, what Jeremy has now is even tougher. He has to kick at it.
Yeah, and get to the 5.
Right.
So he's got to play it with some speed.
Still doesn't make even though he gave Josh ball in hand, it still doesn't make this game any easier.
Yeah, so whenever the ball's deep in the pocket the way it is, controlling it to get to the 5 always becomes a little tricky. So he's got to be very precise on how to spin off the rail if he's going to be spinning. There's a lot of traffic in the way of the 5 here. So
The side pocket's always in play. And boy, I almost said that too soon.
wow, if that's the speed he played to get there, hats off to you.
Yes.
Because he's coming across the line there. I think he was actually trying to roll past it and play that 5 on the side. So if anything, I think he came up short there.
And he's back in shape.
And he made that work. So yeah.
Yeah. Nice stroke. Nice controlled, smooth stroke.
Yep. I'd like to get pretty straight on the 7 if I could, because then you're just playing a stop shot. Yeah, right here, nice and straight. And then now this is just oh, maybe he wants to roll up just a little bit. Roll that cue ball maybe just a little
Right. You have to be on the right side of the
8.
8 ball, right? So you want to just roll it up a couple inches. Oh, he could be in. That's not what he wanted.
No, because now he's on the wrong side.
Now he has to break it out, but he's going to end up moving that 10 ball and the 9 ball.
Yeah, so
I would don't let anything fly. Just gentle. Oh wow,
well, that's gonna work out.
that
just
worked
fine.
out beautifully. Yeah, I did not even see that pattern looking at the monitor.
Does he got a toothpick in his mouth? Yes, he does. Toothpick Josh.
Toothpick Josh.
He's got a.
How many nicknames does this guy have?
All right, that gets him to 7. So yeah, tomorrow I'm trying to get on the road. My nephew's playing college football. He's got a game on Monday night.
Where?
It's in Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So typically, does the team take a bus down there? Typically.
Well, no, I mean he plays in Iowa. I mean that's his school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be driving down there.
I'll be driving, yeah. So looking forward to that.
Some people love driving. Some people hate it. I enjoy driving if I'm on a trip.
So it's weird, and I think it's as you get older, you start to enjoy it. I couldn't stand being in a vehicle for more than 2 hours or driving.
Yeah,
Now I can get on the road and just cruise, and I'm good for a few hours.
yeah.
I don't get antsy anymore, but I used to really have a problem with being in a vehicle driving, or even a passenger, just sitting in the car. But now I don't mind it so much.
I
It's
I
relaxing.
still, if we're on a trip with the wife and sharing driving responsibilities, she has no problem napping while I'm driving. But I'm telling you, I just can't help it. I cannot nap when she's driving,
That's reverse.
and I like to think I'm getting better at it, but oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's easy to explain without getting myself in trouble, but
Well, it's reverse for me and my wife. I can sleep on a dime. My wife, when I'm driving, she just won't sleep, which is unfortunate because like sometimes if you are doing that shared responsibility, the person not driving needs a little nap, you know.
right.
Um, but yeah, one time we were driving back from like North Carolina or something, and it was my wife's turn to drive. We were leaving the hotel. She was driving, and I woke up. I took a nap. It was like 2 hour nap that I fell asleep in the car, and I woke up and I was just like looking at the road signs. This was back before GPS. This is when we used to use
Uh,
atlases and stuff.
right, you bet, you
Using
bet.
atlases, you didn't have a GPS. So
You had all the map books with a
yeah, yeah,
hundred, you know.
and we'd be highlighting road marks and stuff like that. And I woke up and I was just looking at the signs, and I'm like, Jen, how long have you been going west for? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you are going west. We need to be going east. How long have you been going west? She's like, well, since you fell asleep, I think. I'm like,
Oh
so
my
you've
gosh.
gone 2 hours in the wrong
We're
direction.
almost home again.
I was so mad. I was like, how do you drive 2 hours in the wrong direction? But it was back before you had a GPS or something. You just get on the road and you go. And I just woke up and immediately was like, oh
Oh
no.
wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked out because she also had left a pillow at the hotel we came from. So
Yeah, you were 2 blocks away from
we
it.
had to go back that direction anyway.
Yeah, it was closer.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that's a 4 hour swing in your trip when you go 2 hours in
Yeah,
the
that
wrong
would
direction.
irk me and
Oh yeah.
yeah, until I realized, it always only irks you in the beginning, and then you realize, it is what it is. It's part of the experience.
Oh, five
You're going to
tens.
remember that trip now because of that.
Look at this shot. He's going a 5-10 combo here.
He is. Oh, he fired that too.
Yeah, I think, and we got a lot of separation like that. Typically, that's what they'll tell you. You got to fire it. You can't slow roll that one.
No,
So I
no.
think right
It's
decision
old
there.
adage in rotation games. You do not want to leave your object ball in front of a pocket.
Absolutely.
It's
Ooh, look at that shot.
yeah, that was nice.
Look at that shot. That'll go ahead and make a replay. He rolled that in beautifully. I mean, how? Yeah, he had to miss the 9 and the
It
8.
was the only way he was going to get down on that 6 was to do that shot.
Well, he had to shorten that up quite a bit.
Yeah, he did. He certainly did.
Slides that over nice. And
Is he going to be rewarded? He's okay. He's okay. And
little tough here.
he's on the right side of that 7 too. So he's just a little finesse shot. Should give him the shape that he's looking for.
Yeah, nice and easy here. Just a
Yeah.
little more than pocket speed. 2 rails to the 8. But he's got to make sure he doesn't scratch. And yeah, tough
Oh,
shot to hit. He overhit it too.
well, toothpick Josh needs to work on that one. It's I called him toothpick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he still has he's still sporting that toothpick. And let's see if Jeremy can take advantage of this.
Yeah,
Don't let it sting.
Yeah, he does got the toothpick in there. Yeah.
I believe he does, or
Sherman's
fiddling
got a
with it.
little unfortunate there. Oh, wow.
He went for it on that kick.
Yeah, he's
All right. Now this is, we can all see the bing bada boom here, but how easy is it to get to that 10 ball off the 9?
well.
He's
Now,
pretty straight now.
now he's got to draw it straight back and play short stack.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to see him get more angle and play the 10 in the same pocket as the 8, but he did it. He did a
He
nice
did
job
it
there.
nicely. Yeah.
Oh no, he's a little steep. A little steep here, actually. This is not a give me.
I think he's a favorite to make it.
You gotta stretch across the table or play it left-handed.
Exactly, my man. Exactly.
Or he's kicking. Looks like he's gonna kick for it. No, he's gonna
No,
stretch. He's gonna
no, you
stretch.
you have to go for the cut here, and just
Watch the
care.
scratch, upper left corner
Yes.
too. Watch the scratch.
Oh, and there it is. There it
I
is.
called it, upper left corner.
It's such a common scratch.
Yeah.
He just threw the game there.
Oh, did he concede that game?
Yeah.
Oh, and I
Well, out of frustration, he rolled the cue ball on the table and it bumped to 10. So at that point, you just call it, you just call
so
the game.
I did not explain the rule.
You
I'm
didn't.
usually pretty good about explaining it. You were there when I explained the rules.
Right.
If you concede a game, you lose that game plus an additional game.
I
I say it. I just didn't explain it to the guys before the match.
I think he conceded because
That's not the.
he scattered. Technically, he scattered the ball when he
Yeah,
put.
but
Yeah,
you concede a game. It should be 6-7 now technically.
okay.
Jeremy.
What if he didn't scatter the balls and doesn't concede the game?
If he doesn't concede, then Jeremy shoots. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's
Yeah.
why we have the no.
You're
concede rule.
right. You failed to explain it to them, so I
Yeah.
guess they're off the hook, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Josh, I know he knows the rule. Jeremy, I did not explain the rule to, so
Right.
um. Yeah, that was.
Josh had grabbed to pick up, grabbed the cue ball before it hit the 10, but he missed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all good.
that's a concede.
That
but
would
yeah,
make
what-
it. That would make it 7-6, wouldn't it?
That'd make it 7-6. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be a stickler for that rule at this point.
We've only enforced it, I think, one time, actually, on the stream. So
Did
it's
you?
not a typical thing that we do, but
But it was
Yeah.
somebody just got a little out of control, intentionally out of little control, or
yep. And normally, like I said, I explained the rule, so it was enforced, and yeah, it's just kind of believe because here's the thing with the concede, and people often concede. If you're playing whoever, and you'll just concede a game because it's a straight like ball in hand on the 10 ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're not going to make anyone shoot that, but you know what? There have been professional pool players
Ooh.
that have missed that shot, ball in hand on the 9.
Yeah.
Missed the shot.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So if pros can do it, and it happens all the time, like you just never, a miscue could happen or
Anything.
So that's why we always say, just take every shot.
Well, and again, it's ball in hand on with the full table.
Oh, see, like right there. I mean,
It's
look at that
yeah,
shot.
yeah. How does that happen? A lot of times, when you have a gimme shot like that, what you end up doing is you take your eye off the object ball and you're following the cue ball, and before the, it's and that'll happen. It's not a bad habit of mine, but it does happen on occasion.
Yeah. Ooh. Josh misses a 2 ball there. Would have been hooked on the 3.
Okay, guys, what's with it? They're all missing. It's like they're just going up and playing whack-a-ball here. Let's see who's going to get it together here.
Yeah, this should be nice, easy to the 3 here, and yeah, made it tough.
He might be okay. He might be okay. It's not an easy shot, but he just may be okay. And balls are going to fly. That 5 ball, 6 ball.
Got Mason the Stone in the house over here, getting ready to play on the table. He's right in front of us, right over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I saw him last night at League.
That was a bad view. I'm too slow with the cameras.
There's quite a bit to learn. Working back here and controlling this whole operation.
Yeah, it's when Chris is in the booth, what we do is like he can control like these cameras
Uh-huh.
and everything works. You almost need two people controlling cameras,
So
basically.
who's the pilot? Who's the co-pilot?
We switch off. I mean, I like when he's over here and I can do this.
Right. That
Um, yeah,
that way you get a little bit more adept at
yeah.
operating
So like
that machine.
this one right here would be camera 3, I would think.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you would if you had a good team from a technical standpoint, two people from a technical standpoint that coordinate and work well here. There's a lot more you can do to make the stream more entertaining. More things happening, more options available.
Yeah,
It's quite a setup here.
it's hard. So like what you really want is like what we had when we were out in Connecticut. We had people commentating,
Uh-huh.
and then I was a director, and then I had people on camera. So like we had a producer. So everybody had their own job, and like that's how you do it. Like you can get everything really looking good, and
So commentators strictly
that
commentating, and
that's
like a co-pilot is doing all of these things
yeah. So
in the
like when
booth
you're
with them.
commentating, like it's hard for me to pay attention to what's going on and moving
Exactly.
cameras around. So
Right.
it's difficult.
Somebody looking at everything that's being posted
Yeah.
in the comments.
All right, Jeremy, man, he's got a chance here to get within one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, he's really just gotta. Man, I tell you what, I'd like to see him go aggressive here. Two rails come by just like that, but make the
Oh
7.
my.
If he makes that 7, it comes 2 rails probably. That's going to be dangerous now. Ball in hand for Josh.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at how many cue balls have found the bottom of a pocket in this match,
We got interesting shape here to the 7. He ran right
and
into
it's
it.
going to work out beautifully.
Definitely don't think his plan was to run into the 7.
No,
But
not like that anyway.
it's,
But you know what? When it happens to your benefit like this, you'll take it.
it's going to roll forward here.
Yeah, he's got to get on the right side of that 8 ball to get shape on the 9,
Ooh,
and he's perfect.
I don't know. He's going to. Yeah, he should be okay
He
to
should
roll
be
forward.
fine. Yeah, and then where the cue ball ends up, it could either be the side pocket or all the way down, depending upon what kind of shape he gets here.
Yep, that's going to be perfect.
And yeah, you definitely take the side pocket and just gently roll it down the rail. Or kick it to the other side, and that's a safer shot.
Yeah.
That's a safer shot. Coming down that rail, you could potentially scratch.
Yeah, going short side on the 10 there was a lot. You could get too much of an angle on it.
And folks, Josh Jolitz is on the hill.
Yep, and that's what I was talking about. Short race. I think Josh definitely, that was a big rack. He wanted to keep it at least 6 to 8 would be about as far as he could get away. I mean, now Jeremy has to win 4 straight.
Yes,
Which,
he does.
I don't think he's done yet in the match, so he's got his work cut out. But it can be done. It was done in the Queens. We had Heidi was down 6-1. Race to 7 came back today. So
Amazing match.
I think Jeremy's doing the right thing. I think he is taking his
He's taking his break now.
His break. Like oh no, Josh is taking a break. Maybe he's trying to put Jeremy on ice. That's a tactic.
You know what? I think I'm going to take a couple of minutes myself, and I shall be right back.
Alrighty, I'll hold the fort down here. We got shooting over here. We got, oh, there's Mason. It's our weekly 8-ball we have every Sunday. Oh, there's Red Dodge coming out of the booth over there. Right over there by Mason. Mason's getting ready to break. Go back over to the table. See, oh, there we go. Got the Bears quarterback up there. Get an interview. Taking the Bears 1. All right, Josh is back. Oh, yeah, what were the predictions? Well, Pete gets 9-6. He wins. Let me see, where's Mark's prediction? 9-5, there it is. Yep, we got 9-5, 9-6, 9-7, 9-4, 9-3. Yeah, right now it's between Pete Besta and Mark Bell for a t-shirt. And you guys remind me if you do win, because I will forget probably. All right, that's one of the better breaks I've seen today. Very symmetrical looking. A ball drops and shape on the 1. May choose to play safe here. There's pretty good cover over by that 7-2 ball. He could go aggressive here. Oh, did he go for the 10? Oh my goodness. I had a bad angle on it, folks. That's my bust. But look at that. I mean, let's look at the overhead on this. Can he play the 10 even? No, I don't think he can. He's got to play the 1. Wow. Called the 10. Just sat in there. All right, Jeremy trying to get the 10 out of there. Might be a 2-10 in the future here. 2-10 is not going to go. Uh-oh. Oh, that is such a bad spot for that 2 to sit. There's a 2-10 in the future now for sure. I think Josh has got to take it being up 8-5. It rolled in that time, folks, and that is the match. Missed the handshake, but if you guys do stick around, we got our Knights coming back at 4:30, so that's a little over an hour away. We'll have another match for you guys, and 9-5. So who is our winner? Mark Bell has it. So I'll take a screenshot of that, so I know I got proof for Kendall. All right, folks. Thank you. We'll see y'all in about an hour. We are signing off.